one of gaming's longest running franchises, and its leading role, Lara Croft, is a name known by any gamer. She hasn't been doing that well in the 7th generation, with Tomb Raider Underworld being overshadowed by the Uncharted franchise. Therefore, Crystal Dynamics found it necessary to reboot the series. This reboot is simply called Tomb Raider, and it focuses on Lara's transformation from normal girl to the strong, famous woman we all know her as. Is her transformation a smooth and a worthwhile adventure, or should Lara call it quits before she's in over her head? Since this is a reboot, Lara is going on her first big expedition searching for the lost island of Yamatai, a fabled Japanese island that was under the rule of the Sun Queen Himiko. She is accompanied by the crew of the Endurance, which includes her friend Sam. Lara tells the captain to sail into the storm ahead, thinking the island lie within. The storm tears the ship apart, and the crew all end up shipwrecked. Lara wakes up on a beach and sets out with one goal in mind: survive. She encounters another group of survivors known as the STORY, and they are killing all the survivors of the Endurance. She fights back, killing her first person, and strives to survive against both the STORY and the land itself. While this sounds very unlike a Tomb Raider game, it's a great survival story, even if Lara's transition from timid girl to hardened survivor is too smooth. She goes from almost unable to pull the trigger to scoring headshots and double kills far too quickly. The story gets even more interesting when more info about the STORY is given, and you can find diaries around the island which give up more plot. It's actually pretty interesting, and it's definitely worthy of competing with Uncharted, which the game is seemingly trying to do. This tale of survival is one of intrigue and intensity. The gameplay is similar to both Uncharted and the previous Tomb Raider game. You move around the environment fighting and climbing while searching for collectibles. The climbing and searching is as great as ever. The camera never gets in the way while climbing, and the items encourage you to explore the island more thoroughly. Combat gets even more focus here, however. In this regard, it plays like your average third-person shooter, having to jump from cover to cover, which is automatically done here, firing at your enemies whenever the opportunity rises. As you kill, complete objectives, and find collectibles, you get experience. Whenever a certain amount of experience is gained, you gain a skill point that lets you unlock a new ability. These abilities are mostly passive and affect your climbing speed, ammo capacity, etc., but some actually change things, such as giving you finishers and counters. Quite a few of the enemies rush you with swords rather than shooting you, and these rushes can overwhelm you while you're trying to kill the others. You can find small boxes laying around that Lara can break to get salvage. Salvage is used to upgrade your weapons, making them more efficient in killing people. There are plenty of scripted set pieces, such as sliding down a hill, dodging obstacles, and there are a lot of tombs scattered around the island, and they offer a new puzzle to solve for some loot. These tombs can sometimes not be accessed on your first time through an area, since you need certain abilities to enter. This means that there is a fast travel option which can be accessed at campfires, which are locations where you can upgrade your skills and weapons. There is a multiplayer feature, and it's average, not really anything special. There's some issues, however. In some game types, the teams can be pretty unbalanced. One team is the STORY and the other are the survivors. Both teams have different objectives, and in some game types, the survivors have an unfair advantage. One game type has the survivors taking med packs back to their base, and the STORY have to stop them. The thing is, the STORY can only fully kill them with an execution after downing them. This makes being the STORY mostly unfun, even though both have different character skins and different loadouts. This is a multiplayer that won't last long, sadly. Other than that, the game plays really well and it's loads of fun. audio is great. It's usually calm and quiet and picks up at the right moments. The voice acting is great and so are the sound effects. Lara in particular sounds great and believable. The visuals are beautiful, even in its visceral moments. The island looks great and has a variety of different environments to take in and explore. There is some linear areas and they look really good, but you don't get any freedom in these areas. The character models look good, but Lara's clearly looks better than everyone else's. She gets cut, bloody, and dirty. The dirt washes off with water and the water looks great. There are obviously repeating enemy models and some animations look awkward, but the game mostly paints a believable picture. The combat looks great and has great feedback. This is one area where being a Square Enix game pays off. Overall, Tomb Raider is an excellent origin story for one of the industry's most famous ladies. If you haven't tired of cinematic action games yet and are ready for more, Tomb Raider has what you want. Even if you are tired of cinematic games, Tomb Raider never forgets that it's a game first. Its tight controls, fantastic story, and action more than make up for the forgettable multiplayer and pacing issues. I say it's your turn to get shipwrecked. Lara Croft finds herself with a 9 out of 10.